Nope. I hate it when it does that.
What, OBS had a hiccup?
No. OBS is fine. It's whenever you press the home key while you're selecting the main window, shit likes to go. Basically,
Oh,
I went way back into the stratosphere, and the land was so small I could barely see anything.
oh, these new dice smell like shit.
That's your problem.
Oh, they do look pretty cool. They're like red with black speckles and green numbers.
Anyways, folks, this is your illustrious host, Lord Zeg Tigres Harduk. This is mostly going to be an administration session because we are currently going to be setting up. We're going to be setting up the kingdom building stuff. I'm going to explain the rules, which people should have been reading, but I'm pretty sure not a lot of people have.
Nope.
I'm looking at you, Liberty.
Hey, I've probably read it more than other people have.
Okay, I'm looking at you, MacKenzie.
I made it like
Okay.
halfway. I made it like halfway down the page.
Yep. I said nope.
Eh.
So, fight me.
But it's technically like it's easy to know the shit. But okay, so while we're doing a lot of this stuff, I'm going to be setting up a few things. Like one, I'm going to set up a separate map for you guys to be using for the kingdom building map. Because if we put everything together, it would get very complicated very fast. So let's go ahead and here we go. So anyway, how are you guys doing tonight?
A little
Okay, I
nervous
guess.
about doing this, but I'm okay.
For some reason, this looks off.
So are we like a vassal of this person who gave us this, or
Technicality, if they ask you for reinforcements to go to war, you don't have to give them to them. But they haven't exactly made you a vassal of their state. They just
or like a client or anything?
they loaned you guys money, but they don't exactly expect you guys to pay it off in book 2 or book 3.
How many books are there?
6 grand total. Trust me, once you get to mass combat, then things get weird. Let's see here. And let's get rid of the grid. Okay, so this is your guys' kingdom building map.
Sorry, I had to clean my glasses real quick.
Completely blank map. Let's see. There is one decision you guys have to make first and foremost. And that decision is, where are you going to build your kingdom? And all map.
The map.
Good job.
No, really?
I say we take over Detroit and rebuild it from the ground up.
Too much work.
Well, it's not if you glass it.
Too much work. Now, let's see here. In all technicalities, you guys can choose any hex to start building on. But there are 3 that you can get a bonus from. I wonder if do I have to get the first book, or can I use the second one?
I vaguely remember where they all are.
Oh, I know exactly where they are, so. Here we go. The 3 of the locations in the northern Greenbelt the PCs had a chance to discover and explore on the stolen land could make excellent sites to found cities, due to the presence of buildings or ruins. The 3 sites are as follows. Oleg's Trading Post. A trading post is a versatile structure built to serve as a place of business. If the PCs decide to found a city in this hex, they can incorporate Oleg's as a free shop, stable, or watchtower in their city grid. Once chosen, the function of Oleg's within the new city cannot be changed. Let's see here. And then there's Temple of the Elk. Although the Temple of the Elk is partially ruined, building a city here gives the PCs a head start on a temple, having the initial cost of building such a structure. Or the Stag Lord's Fort. Located at the heart of the Greenbelt on a defensible hill. Yeah, remember that lovely little hill? Did I ever tell you guys what came out of it?
Zombies.
No.
Yeah. Like a maximum of 50 zombies, each about 1d4 coming out per 5 turns.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about those anymore.
Nah. Sir St. Gilmore took care of that for you.
That he did.
But yeah, located on the heart of the Greenbelt on a defensible hill near a plentiful source of water, fishing, and trade. The Stag Lord's Fort may be the single best place to place a capital city. The fort itself gives the PCs a head start on building a castle, having the initial cost of such a structure. In addition, if the PCs make that site their capital city, their nation gains a +1 bonus on economy, loyalty, and stability due to its centralized location and ease of defense. So here, you guys get a +1 all-around bonus, as well as a free fort.
Yeah, I'd say we go for Oleg's. Like, not only is there a +1, but it's central. It has
That-
all the rivers.
That's not Oleg's.
Not Oleg's, I meant the fort. Like, it's central, it has all the rivers going to it, and it's fairly close to the forest as well, in case we want to get resources from there.
Do you want to ping me the fort again? Someone put an icon or something on the fort there. Yeah. Okay, I like the fort. What about the gold? What about the gold mine?
Gold mine was, like, over here.
One sec.
That was a special one you did, I think.
No, that's actually in the book.
Yeah, because it was on the map that we had.
Yep. Let's see here. You wanna figure out how close it is to the fort? I take it.
Yeah. It's not far, is it?
No, it wasn't.
Let's see here. Here, and here, and this hex right here.
Okay. So there's a gold mine there, but that's not a starting location, is it?
Well, here's the thing. You could choose any place to start. It's just that 3 places give you a bonus.
We'll go with the fort gives us +1.
And we can just build a road, like, through there to Oleg's eventually.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you have to claim the hex, and then you could build a road.
Yeah.
Yeah. we don't.
Just to state, this hex right here automatically comes with a bridge section right here between all 3 rivers, so you don't have to build a bridge, so it will be cheaper to build a road here. Whereas right here, you have to build a bridge, which will make the road cost a little bit more.
Okay. So.
How much did roads cost? A bridge costs...
I think it increases it by 1 or 2.
Something like that.
Yeah, 4 roads equal +1. I was to build your economy. So you said the fort.
You can only build 1 road per hex.
Yeah, but you have to have 4 hexes then to make a total of 4. Okay, so fort is half price, castle or economy, and +1. Did you say economy, stability, and loyalty, or?
Yeah, it's all 3.
Yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer right there.
All right. So the way that we're going to do this, so you guys choose the fort, I take it.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So
And what I think we're going to do initially is build farms and roads towards the gold mine.
well, yeah. Technically, the first things that you guys want to be building are the farmlands.
Yeah, and a fishery.
Yeah, leave the fishery. Like you could build a. No, you guys have a capital city in that hex. You can't build anything there. Oh, well, we'll talk about that in a bit. First off, what color do you guys want to use as claimed hexes?
Pink for pink.
I was gonna go with like red or something, but sure, pink's fine.
Yeah.
Pink for Slanesh.
Green because Papa Nurgle loves you.
I do like I do think.
Neon green.
Oh God, it's like a Barbie puked on there.
Congratulations, you have your first hex.
Mood.
Let's get to point 2
Do we
here.
do we want to pay for the fort now, or can we can pay for that later, or do we have to pay for it now?
Well, the fort's free.
Yeah, we own it already.
Okay.
Or were you talking about the castle?
The castle's half price, is it?
Yep.
Okay, I understand.
But how much is a castle, people might be asking?
Let's see, castle is God damn it. Oh, wait, no. 54 build points.
Well, off it now.
I'd say hold off on that.
We
About
only
half
spent-
it's about half your build points.
Yeah.
We don't need that. What I need... Here we go. Okay, then. Let's go ahead and... Okay. Over to here, and let's get open a Excel document. All right, then. So you have the hex that you guys have decided, which is the Grand Fort of the Stag Lord. Let's see here.
Which very nearly didn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Very nearly. Which would have put a whole damper on your guys' stuff.
It
I mean,
would have, but my God, it would have been glorious.
I mean, there still would technically be a hill there, right?
No.
I mean, even then, I
No.
would still advocate for building there because of the central and
Not-
being on the water and stuff.
Not with what I had planned. With what I had planned, this hex probably would have been uninhabitable.
Well, that would have been a bad idea, probably.
Oh, it would have been, but it was the idea. I don't think I ever explained the idea to them, did I, Zarek?
No.
Furious typing.
What was the idea?
I was waiting to make sure that furious typing wasn't going my way.
No.
Okay.
I'm typing in a
when
Word
we-
document, don't worry.
When we went into the Stag Lord's fortress, you remember how we had the mini nuke bottles?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Keran had all of them bound to himself under his cloak. And that was why he told you guys, if things go south, just get out.
So you would have Alhu Akbar'd them?
That was the final contingency if everything else went wrong.
If the Stag Lord started pulling our heads off?
Yes. I was not expecting what ended up happening, so the contingency never came into play.
As long as you don't trip and accidentally blow us all up.
But
Yes, he has them strapped to himself 24/7, you know, just in case.
Well, I
Yeah.
meant them then if he had tripped on the way in by accident.
I'm not that evil. I would not have probably asked for that. No.
Not unless I tried to do something overtly silly, like try to go running up a staircase and jump onto something.
Oh, yeah.
Even I would have called for one at that point.
Anyway, so we got the Stag Lord's Fort. Oh, one quick question for you guys.
Yeah.
Kingdom name.
I'm bad at names. Someone else come up with it.
You want to know what we called ours?
What?
Freeland. And you take a wild guess who came up with that.
The guy who you told to jump off a cliff?
No, it was Oblivion.
Kingdom of Meh.
Nah, Freeland. We did a drawing from a hat type thing, and Freeland was the name picked by the dwarf.
The reason that I couldn't be a dwarf.
Can we pick names out of the hat? And I nominate Cocklespoon.
No.
Sure, just note that your name will be sleight of hand removed from the hat. Actually, I don't really give two shits what you guys name your fucking city or kingdom. That's your business. All I know is I'm going to be laughing my ass off if it's called Cocklespoon.
I'll never be able to take it seriously.
Yeah, we should probably have something that's
Quite
simple.
frankly, though, neither would anybody we go to war with, which could work in our favor. The Cocklespooners are coming.
And then you guys ride in on a Tarisk.
I have an idea. If you want one.
Like an actual serious one?
Yeah. There's a comedian over here. Well, he's not a comedian. I wish I could remember his name, but he does presentations on things. For instance, the first time I saw him, he did a presentation on people with the same name as him, and he tried to find all the same people in the world with the same name as him and actually go and visit them. And then he did interesting facts and graphs. He's quite funny to watch. And he's done that on like a number of topics. But one year, the thing that he did was he declared independence for his house in London.
Oh God.
And he took it seriously. He went to like the UN and petitioned for recognition and stuff. And he met with the Under Secretary General of the UN to ask what they would need. You know, they took him seriously because they were aware that he wasn't going to take the piss out of them, but present it as an interesting and funny thing at the same time. Does that make sense? So he held a vote on what to call the kingdom from all of his citizens, and you could apply for a citizenship. Let me just. There should be a website for it.
Well, so far in the hat goes Everglade and Cocklespoon.
No, it is the largest country in the world now, apparently, the largest virtual country in the world.
Okay.
And
like,
the name of the country is Lovely.
Lovely.
Because it fits in sentences.
Lovely
well.
kingdom.
Isn't this a lovely place? Who are you? I'm lovely.
I'm a Levelite. Oh God, no. I am not going back to Angel Oracle and seeing the mana rights.
So,
What, my suggestion?
No, I'm talking to Douglas because the kingdom being lovely makes me think of Angel Oracle, where the Manorites, who are all about good manners and cannibalism,
What a bunch of nerds.
live.
you can still get a passport. You can still get a passport to Lovely, by the way.
Nice.
And it's got, oh wow, shit, it's got 250,000 forum posts.
Why aren't you a member of Lovely yet?
I probably am.
He forgot.
What?
Anyway, there we go. So I don't mind either Cocklespoon or Lovely, but that's my. I'll make a play for Lovely on the basis that it just fits too well in sentences. Isn't this a lovely country? Yes, it is.
I can't come up with any suggestions to top those, so let's throw double the odds on Cocklespoon.
No.
You made this. You made a suggestion, MacKenzie. In the interests of bringing you out of your shell, you should make an argument for it.
Oh, I was gonna use a random. I was gonna use a randomizer.
Well, that's what I've been doing, but I just don't want to end up in a given kingdom and have to present
wait.
myself from cockle spoon.
You'd probably be the spy master, so you wouldn't be You wouldn't exactly be coming out and saying, "Hey, I'm the spy master from Cocklespoon."
Cockle spoon, I start attacking.
If I'm the
The spoonies.
Okay, so let's see here. Douglas, quick question:
I said, "Oh, she put more."
will we get sued for using the word "lovely"? We're using the name "lovely." Okay.
No. It would be.
Everglade,
It would be. It would be anti-ethical to the Kingdom of Lovely to sue somebody else for being lovely. After all, they're lovely people.
Okay, so currently Douglas and MacKenzie put in 2 names each. Come on, guys.
I'm trying to
Oh,
think.
she
I'm
put
not
more.
good with
Everglade.
Okay, I'm trying to think of one that would fit with.
I am currently banning Douglas and MacKenzie from putting any more names.
Aww. I'm
Uh,
sure.
Come on, make an argument for yours, MacKenzie.
Well, honestly, I just picked mine out because they sounded pretty cool and sounds fancy, I suppose. Like that's literally why I picked them out, because they sounded pretty neat to me.
Okay, the way this will work is that this will randomly put them in a list of 1 to whatever number we fucking put in here. And then I'll have one of you chucklefucks do a dice roll, depending upon how many we put in. And whatever it lands on, that will be the name. Okay.
this. I'm trying. I'm on the trail of one, but
is that
You could put lovely in again if you want to.
Nah, once per time.
Okay.
What this? I'm sorry. It just makes me giggle. Use a generator. Like, I will link you to a generator.
Like, for some reason, I was hoping you guys would be a little bit serious about this, but...
I am serious.
I am.
Here,
Did-
here.
wait.
hey,
use
I
this
just
tool.
like
I mean,
Douglas's idea. Fuck you.
I mean, if
I'm
people would
thinking.
let me finish to what I was actually going to say, you know, instead of being cunts and talking,
Then go on.
fuck
Insert
off.
deal with the shades here.
Nah, you know what? Fuck it.
What?
Go on, speak. Hello?
Just to say, a maximum of 10,000 items are allowed on the list. I don't think we could roll a D1T 10,000. Okay, cool. So we technically can.
Jesus. Douglas, no. Douglas, no.
It doesn't go up that high. I can tell from the numbers. It only goes up to
D1 million.
10 million.
Oh my.
No? 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I'm only seeing it go up to 1 million. I haven't seen
4,528,444.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 10 million. Because it would go up. The most it would go up to is 9,999,999.
Okay. So technically, we could be here all night discussing 10,000 different items for the list.
How about no?
Well, I'm happy to use the generator and stuff if you want. I've uh,
Okay, each of you put in 2 names. Liberty,
Where are we?
Oblivion. If you guys can't decide anything, go to a name generator. And I swear to God, if the city comes out be named Greg, we got a problem.
I'm
What about
Yeah,
Gary?
Hello,
no.
Greg.
looking for one that freaking speaks to me.
What about Gary then?
No.
Okay, we can put Gary.
Okay, I guess that's
No,
my joke
Liberty.
name. And then the other one I said.
Gary! Oh, fuck.
I'm already regretting
I'm
this.
going to legitimately punt you if that is. If you put that in.
But like
I am
cock
not
gobbler
gonna
or whatever the hell Douglas said is fine.
Cock.
Cocklespoon.
Well,
I come from the kingdom of cock gobblers.
Cockle spoon, say it right.
Shut up! I was making.
Oh,
Cockles are a thing. Cockles are a genuine thing. They're because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
near them. Because
I
they're near
just-
the. Because we're
What
near
are-
the water.
I just passed one up. It said Raymore, but unfortunately we don't have a Flanagan in this party, so
If you think about it, you know, we could fish for cockles, and we could invent the cockle spoon, and that could be our way of spreading our name across the planet.
what the fuck's a cockle?
A cockle is a small shellfish. That's
Oh, right. It's actually in an Irish song.
can you eat it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You eat them by well, not a small handful, but normally you would take a spoon, add lots and lots of vinegar, and eat them. You have to deshell them first, but
it's the
come-
cockle spoon.
yeah, hence the cockle spoon. Special spoon for eating cockles.
And we might have a fishery eventually.
Douglas, are cockles an oceanic shell or river lakes like type shell?
Actually, they're. I believe, to be fair, it's mud on, but in the sea. But I'm not 100% sure on that.
Well, how do you spell
But
it?
it's
Cockle.
cockle.
Cockle spoon. Or cockle. Basically, COCKLE.
Or a bivalve, as some people apparently call it.
Well, bivalve
It's
is a type of
A
shell.
saltwater clam, a marine bivalve mollusk.
So that we wouldn't have them here. Unless it's like the
We could
Great
have,
Salt
we
Lake.
we could have a different member of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, it's a tiny clam.
Yeah.
And I mean, like smaller than a thumbnail is this. Inside the shell is a bit bigger than a man's thumbnail. Outside the shell, it's like a little little fingernail size.
Alright. I guess we just need Oblivion to say his.
Liberty, you only put in 1.
I put in 2.
What the fuck was the second one?
Oh, I thought I put it in.
All I have is Gary.
If you legitimately put in Gary, I'm
Wait,
willing
you
to
put
punch
that
you.
in? I thought when you said you only had 1, you had the one that I put in first.
What the fuck was the first one?
Never mind, I'll find a different one.
I'm kind of like, listen, bitch, you need to either type it down or make sure I hear you.
Well, I did type it down.
Where?
No, yeah, it's Quepus. Yeah, he did type down Quepus.
Oh, there it is. My thing isn't exactly updating fully to where I can go down. So Quepus and Krathon.
Sounds like something
Krathon is
from
mine.
Krathon.
I mean, you can
Sounds
take out
like-
Gary if you want, because I found stuff that's a lot nicer than Gary.
Okay, fine. What's the second one?
Fuck, where was it?
Huh.
Oh, there.
Krathon. It's sort of like Athens, almost.
Oh, yeah.
So Douglas is the only one putting in you know.
I think
It's like the
I think-
Joker.
Cocklespoon I just came up with on top of my head, but lovely I think is a perfect Verge name. I don't think,
Yeah, that is actually a perfect Verge name, I gotta say. 10 points to Gryffindor for that one. Oh, wait, no.
No points to Hufflepuff.
Wait, Douglas, are you Griffin? Were you Gryffindor or?
I think by like 1% I was Ravenclaw.
Okay, right.
All right.
Domaja?
Omaja.
I like that. I actually like that one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and randomize the form here. And I am going to go ahead and put this over here in camera view, so that way everyone can see it.
There's still a demonic troll in the back of my head dancing around singing Cocklespoon.
Alright. So,
One for all, for Cocklespoon.
alright, so who's gonna step up and claim rights of a D8?
I have a D8 right here.
You have roll 20. Of course you do.
Here.
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
Hold up before anyone rolls. What are you
Okay.
saying, Vic?
6.
What? Before anyone rolls.
Oh, I trust you, sorry. Just tell us what it is.
Everglade.
For fuck's sake, what crap name?
You could use your Verge powers to let us re-roll it.
That's only
Yeah.
D20 rolls.
And
Yeah,
he's not
we should have come up with number 12 if you wanted that to work.
Now, sir, I am going, like, I am being 100% serious. That is what it was. Here.
I don't give two shits if you guys want to change it. I don't give two shits. You guys put up some other names.
I mean, I kind of like the ones that Savage put in a lot.
Same.
We'll just vote for them then if you want to.
Yeah, we can.
I like Crathen.
Yeah, that one's nice. I like that.
Well, I was going to say what we could have done is I could have activated my webcam because I've got my D8 sitting here.
I like your background.
Shit.
Well,
Yeah,
you can see his background.
Oh, yeah.
I saw his desktop.
Oh, yeah, I was giving you guys a clear view of what the random.org made the list out to be.
Yes, and it was legitimately.
Well, annoyingly, Craven doesn't translate to anything.
I know, right?
Like I said, I don't give two shits if it's something else. Which sucks, because I had a lovely soundbite at the ready. In case things went wrong.
It was so close to being Cocklespoon or Crathen. And technically, Everglade would be something you would... Douglas.
Yes.
English to Fae, Everglade.
What does that come out as to English to Fae?
I don't know. I'll ask him you.
I don't know. Cocklespoon.
Fae... Cocklespoon is not a Fae language.
Well, that soundbite.
Oh God!
Bad.
No, God, please,
No.
no, 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 no!
I feel better. Alright, I'll go and install Clownfish.
Let's see here. let's see here. English, and would it be under Gaelic or would it be under Irish?
Hmm?
It would be Irish. I don't know. I think like the closest thing I could think to Fey language in our society is Irish. Because
I can
Gaelic.
see that. Oh, fuck.
Ha.
Hmm.
Sylvan. Hmm. Hilarious. Nope, there are no Fey translators on Google. Surprising.
Well, I can't find a translation for glade. I mean, I could try swamp, but you know, ever swamp doesn't.
Everwood?
Doesn't
Yeah,
evoke the
Everwood, there
same
you
kind
go.
of mental picture.
Yeah, you could say Everwood, Douglas.
Oh, one moment then. The trouble is, I was having trouble pronouncing the first word.
What were you using?
English to well.
English to Welsh. Welsh? I don't think Welsh is Fey.
Whatever language would it be?
Irish.
Wouldn't it be Gaelic?
Yeah.
In what way is Gaelic more? In what way is Gaelic better than Welsh?
In what way is Welsh better than Gaelic?
It's actually a language.
So is Gaelic.
Yeah.
It's Irish.
It's not really a real language. It was dead for a while, so
I mean, people still speak it, though.
not really.
Indeedy do.
Wait a minute. Wait. What is Esperanto?
Esperanto?
That's
Sounds
good
Spanish.
language.
Not Spanish.
No. Esperanto, not Espanol.
Always nice
I
people
said
when
it
people
sounds
choose
Spanish.
Ireland, and then forget Wales, because in reality, the west of Britain is not Ireland. The west of Britain is Wales.
But Esperanto was the language that one guy made up as like
Yeah,
a trade
that's
language
not.
thing.
It is. I'm not. No, that's. I'm on about with like Lord of the Rings and Fae stuff and whatever.
Yeah. Which I'm surprised Tolkien Elvish is not on Google Translate.
Wait,
Because they always go, Irish. And no, not Irish. Oh, do you mean Scottish? They're Celtic. And they're like, no. The one Celtic nation that actually still lives when it started and speaks its own fucking language.
here's a free online dictionary of Tolkien's Elvish.
Addy old cold we go dead. We go it. Damn. Wait, which one of those is ever and which one of those is wood?
Well, the first word is ever.
How the fuck is that wood? What is a 4-letter word?
Hmm.
They don't have ever. Oh, wait, no, we.
Let's see. Oh, they have it.
They don't have ever wood, sadly.
Well, you have to do it by separate words. Like you have to search ever and then glade, or just glade. That's leads with. I got this when I search glade.
Kenya.
Or this.
Winya.
Parthgalen.
Yeah, it would be Uwe first.
Which is green sward, and sword is apparently,
A glade.
yeah, or a lawn.
Actually, Sindarin, I think, is a
Dialect.
it's a dialect of the Elvish,
Yeah. Well,
which
I was confused by the way it was organized.
Parth Galan is a glade. Tolkien considered several names for this field. First, an Coffeefine or Forfine, revised to Callanbell.
I was just call it Gotham and be done.
Golfland.
Gotham.
Gotham. Why? Because you're not Batman,
Oh,
and
no,
you'll
that's
never
funny.
be Batman.
I mean, my character's parents are dead.
Yeah, but you use guns. You're not Batman.
She's old Batman. Where he did use guns.
You're the Batman where, in a separate timeline where Bruce died and his mom became the Joker and his dad became Batman.
That was pretty awesome. Yeah, because when you search ever, it's UI. Or in primitive Elvish, it's Gaia. Well,
Gaia.
that's-
Douglas, how do you pronounce that shit?
It doesn't have pronounced.
With great difficulty.
Douglas, do you even speak Welsh?
No, my mum's taken lessons, actually. She's been taking it for a couple of years. And it's phonetic, so you pronounce it exactly as it looks.
Really? It's a phonetic language.
Yes.
Oh, shit. So, Ariod, Coed, Wig Oed.
Double D is a single letter. And coid. The first part is coid. W would be Gwyn. So we go. You know F, but more D. You know the F letter.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's L. Like with yeah. So the double D is more of an F. Erioid, coid, wigoiv. Something like that.
So what are we doing for
Really?
the name?
Why the
Wait,
fuck does that
wait.
sound complicated as fuck? I thought Latin was easy to learn.
I had to
Oh,
take
you-
Latin back in high school.
At least people speak Welsh. Latin, nobody even knows how to pronounce.
In nomin Patris as Filius Spiritus Sancti.
Yeah, but that's because someone made that bit shit up.
Well, isn't every language something somebody made up?
Technically, yes.
Latin is the root language.
And
Well,
I would have
what
thought that there would have been
What
like some
is-
sort of.
is there was a great purge in the Middle Ages when they burned all the Latin. They burned all the Latin 8 tracks. So no one's entirely sure how it was pronounced.
But they have a general idea though.
Ut vos mansaritis mortuis.
Sorry, my
Je
Latin.
parle français. Sorry, I only know a tiny bit of French.
That wasn't French. That was Latin.
I know. I don't. I said
sure.
sorry. I only know French, and you're like, that was Latin.
Everglade, Care, whatever you said called it. Are you gonna pick, or are you just gonna go with a Care? Or Care fan? I'm happy with whatever. If you pick a name I don't like, I'll just refer to it as lovely from now on.
It's like, you guys think that Douglas cares. He's just gonna call the town lovely, the city, the kingdom lovely, no matter
Kingdom of
what.
Grayson, I like it.
Actually, I kind of like Domagia
Yeah.
Damaja was good too. Kingdom of Damaja.
because you could call it the kingdom of Doma,
Yeah.
which I have some really lovely memories of the summer in Doma. Some weird guy who has the mannerisms of a bird came and pecked my shoulder for a while.
I think Purge. I mean, not Purge. Verge would rather forget everything
Purr.
about. Yeah, Purge. Verge would rather.
Verge needs to purge the memories of the birds.
He has a
I
kill
mean,
on site
Keran is
policy
going to
for
spend
all
most of his
avian
time on the
creatures.
outskirts anyway.
Yeah, but you want to know what they'd say? You're the very tip of the cockle spoon.
Just the tip.
That's right.
As you shoot your arrows into the enemy's eyes.
Get spooned. Ooh.
Okay.
I
Got you.
wonder. That makes me wonder about, like, curved spoon-like arrowheads that you aim directly for the eyes.
Oh,
They wouldn't fly well.
It would depend on how you did it. There could be a way to make this work.
You
Or you
would
can
need
just use a
to
broad
like
head.
aim a little higher. You need to estimate a little higher
Nah,
than just
nah,
point.
If the arrowhead is curved, it's going to curve.
Yeah, I could think of
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Like a breakaway shell around it that shatters on impact.
or you can make it like a four-pronged arrowhead.
oh.
Yeah. I'll work on this.
Anyway, so it's your guys'. Well, it's Liberty, Oblivion, and Mackenzie's decision because Douglas is going to call it lovely no matter what.
I guess I vote for Demagia.
It's not a short
Which one was which?
It's Domagia.
No, I mean
Not
Domagia.
Domagia. No, I'm talking to Liberty.
Yeah, he's talking to Lib, because Lib's like, I vote for Domagia.
Damaja. I like it.
Hello, I'm the
Yep.
Spy Master of Freeland.
Damaja.
Why'd you
No.
make that sound at the end? Reasons.
So you guys just picked it out of the hat.
Yeah, we just picked it out of a hat.
You couldn't veto it.
Nope. I mean, technically, if that was the case, he would have been able to completely take out my name too.
What was your name?
Graveskeep.
I'm guessing was he a paladin or a fighter?
Oh, he's just straight fighter, dude.
All I'm saying is just be glad I have in no way any connection to necromancy in this campaign. This name could have been very dark.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, so I think we should get the main things out of the way. Like, let's see here. Currently, Tony has decided to go to the mountains and do some training.
Of course. Damn it, Tony.
He's gonna punch rocks until he gets better.
God damn it, Redfield.
Ignore what you just heard in the background. That is my father's text alert.
What name did we pick?
Domaja.
Okay.
Or you can call it Doma if you want.
Where is that?
Vic was the one who posted it. It's
I can see.
right above your translation of Everwood.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
I'm good. I'm just kind of like, yeah. By the way, you guys haven't seen Claire in a while either.
Yeah, kind of figured.
Where?
And I've fully NPC'd Luna, so she's currently still where she is, making potions.
Yeah.
Which, she would come up to you, Keran, give you a note.
Okay. Here, I'll take a look at it.
You
It is-
just got a letter.
Liberty, I will fucking murder you. I'm not afraid to drag you down to hell, too. Where you get to get fucked by Walter every day.
He's too much of a bitch.
Ah. But no, I will say that...
God fucking damn it.
Wow, what the fuck was that?
Shitty ringtone.
But I will say this: the letter that she gave you is a formal request for one apothecary shop.
Aww.
I think we'll be able to make that work.
Actually, there is another thing. There's an herbalist thing and an apothecary shop, which is basically just a shop, but you can just call them apothecaries.
Okay.
They don't really like shop is.
I mean,
a
any shop like
generalization.
that is going to have its own lab in it.
Mm-hmm. Boy. Anyway, so yeah, so Tony and Claire are currently not with you guys for the time being.
Okay.
So, if you guys were to do the whole ruler thing, and let's see.
Wouldn't
here.
work.
You guys would, well, depends if well, actually, no. Let's see here. If you guys shove Liberty into whatever position you need him in, then you guys will still have one open seat.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get the second book, because then I can actually because the second book has everything that I need for
Well,
crap.
Okay, alright, never mind. I'll wait a minute.
Oh no, go ahead. I'm just like trying to juggle books.
No, you're okay, I'll wait.
Sorry, I'm back. What'd I miss?
No, go ahead, Douglas.
Liberty, you destroyed the fucking kingdom.
You're welcome.
Game over. I killed Lib's character.
Damn it, I like this character.
Well, that's just it. He technically didn't destroy the kingdom.
No?
I did.
In time.
Do I need to try harder next time?
you need to be the assassin.
Well, I
One
am
with-
going to be the royal assassin.
One with the passion. For knocking to rapping. Anyway, so basically at this moment in time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You guys need to fill 10 roles. To give you guys a little bit of help, I do remember one thing. Gorum did want to be on the council.
Mm-hmm.
Who did?
Gorum, the frog. Black Files.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that can work.
Oh, okay. What about my missus? She's the princess.
No,
Only,
not for.
like, basically for things like that, where it's just, like, completely, utterly fucking random shit I did. Separate roles? No. Like, if you're gonna drag her into the seat of king with you, then sure. But if you just want to put her in a separate role, no.
Okay.
I need to find the other NPCs.
First of all, does anybody want to be king?
Me?
I think he asked, does anyone want to be king? Not
Or-
Liberty. You want to be king?
No.
All right. Let me ask, how strong are people's feelings on that? That's just slightly different.
Less
I
than
mean,
0.
she would like to, but she realizes
You
that she's
see-
not the best person for it, and she's smart enough to not, take a seat when she knows she's not the best for it.
Okay, this is an IC and an OOC question. So you can answer IC and OOC.
Douglas, are you asking, should we do a monarchy or something like that? Or, hey, raise your hand if you want to be a ruler?
Yeah, basically that's the kind of question I'm asking is, what are people's emotional commitments to whatever. So I think Koro, if he was here, definitely wanted to be king. That was
Mhm.
clear. And I'm more than happy with that as long as he sorts his fucking charisma out.
Well, Douglas, you want to know the funny thing?
What?
Not a single one of you chuckle fucks has ever asked me a question I've been waiting to hear.
What?
Because everyone knows
What?
exactly how open I am to ideas as long as you give me a good reason. So technically, if he gave me a good reason, I would have allowed him to use his strength as his frickin' modifier.
Oh, cool. Fair enough.
I can understand that.
So other than that, I think other than people's emotions, which is the first priority, I was going to suggest that we actually rule it as 4, but the rules don't really allow for that. I'm just
Or we can go with the homebrew that is written in the book, that from my old GM. Do the council thing for now until Coral gets everything sorted out,
Yes.
and then you guys can rehash everything when he's back.
okay, but regardless of whoever's the ruler, as a figurehead, it's a figurehead constitutional role. With a council, not an actual. I have all the powers.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that we're all on board with that, right?
Basically, it's an all for one, one for all.
So, if we get into a dispute at a later point, how are we going to resolve that dispute? Democracy,
Basically,
or
a council type thing. You guys talk it over, and you see what's going on. You don't just have the one person over here going, "Nope, I'm king. Get out of here."
yeah. So if
So
we come to an
no High
impasse,
Emperor of Mankind.
no God, High Emperor of Mankind, except me, obviously, because I have the charisma, and I glow gold. I, and I can sit on a throne for 10,000 years.
He's got a point.
Yeah. I mean, technically, I could sit on a throne for 10,000 years too.
Douglas, anyone can sit on a throne for 10,000 years. It's just exactly how well your body's doing is another thing entirely.
Well, his
Well,
body ain't
a lot-
doing
a
too
lot of
good
people
either.
struggle to sit on the throne for longer than it takes to shit and read a newspaper.
Well, I guess the Emperor has one really big newspaper.